Allow yourself to relax as we drift through tonight's gentle tale. Sweet Pea and Blossom's Wholesome Adventure. This story is about Sweet Pea, a kind human, and Blossom, a magical mountain sprite, who form an unbreakable bond of friendship and protect their enchanted forest together. Once upon a time, in a tiny village, nestled between rolling hills and enchanting forests, lived a kind-hearted girl named Sweet Pea. Every morning, she would wake up to the gentle chirping of birds and rays of golden sunlight filtering through her quaint cottage windows. Sweet Pea loved exploring the mystical woods nearby, where she often encountered deer, rabbits, and butterflies. Her favorite place was a crystal-clear stream that sparkled under the canopy of ancient trees. One day, while collecting wildflowers near the stream, Sweet Pea heard a soft, melodious hum. Curious, she followed the sound deeper into the forest, where she discovered a magical being, a mountain sprite named Blossom. Blossom had eyes like emeralds and hair that shimmered like moonlight on the water. Sweet Pea and Blossom quickly became friends, bonding over their shared love of nature and kindness. Blossom showed Sweet Pea secret paths and hidden meadows, where the flowers bloomed in the most radiant colors. They spent their days laughing, singing, and making garlands of wildflowers. As the seasons changed, their friendship grew stronger. One crisp autumn day, Blossom sensed that the forest was in danger. A fierce storm was coming, and the animals needed shelter. With unwavering determination, Sweet Pea and Blossom worked together to guide the animals to safety. Blossom used her magic to create a protective barrier around the dens and nests. Had comforted the smaller creatures, whispering lullabies to soothe their fears. When the storm finally passed, the forest was safe and sound, thanks to their efforts. The animals emerged from their shelters, chirping and chattering in gratitude. Sweet Pea and Blossom hugged each other tightly, their hearts full of warmth and joy. From that day on, the bond between human and mountain sprite was unbreakable. They continued to explore and protect the forest, reminding everyone they met that love and kindness could overcome any challenge. Each evening, as the sun set and the stars adorned the sky, Sweet Pea and Blossom would sit by their favorite stream, sharing stories of their adventures. And so, they lived happily ever after, their friendship a beacon of light for all who knew them. Another story awaits to soothe your heart. Futria and the Spring Sprite. This story is about a girl named Petria who encounters a spring sprite named Veronica and discovers the magic and beauty of spring. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village at the edge of an ancient forest, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Petria. She had sparkling blue eyes that reflected the wonder of the world around her. Her days were filled with the laughter of children and the music of the babbling brooks. One day, while wandering through the forest, she stumbled upon a hidden glade that seemed to glow with an otherworldly light. As she stepped into the clearing, a gentle breeze swirled round her, and out of the mist appeared a delicate spring sprite named Veronica. Veronica had wings that shimmered like the morning dew, and a smile that could brighten even the darkest of days. The Freya was awestruck by the magical creature before her. Veronica sensed Petria's pure heart and decided to share the beauty of spring with her. With a wave of her hand, flowers began to bloom round them, each more beautiful than the last. The air filled with the sweet fragrance of blossoming petals. Petria's heart swelled with joy as the colors of nature danced before her eyes. Veronica then led Freya to a majestic tree at the center of the glade. There she revealed the secret of the forest, the hidden wellspring that nourished the entire wood. Petria watched in awe as sparkling water flowed from the well, giving life to everything it touched. Katria and Veronica spent the day together, reveling in the wonder of their surroundings. They picked flowers, sang songs, and danced under the canopy of leaves. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Veronica knew she had to return to her realm. She took Katria's hand and thanked her for sharing in the magic of the day. Always remember, Veronica whispered, that the beauty of spring lives in your heart. With that, she disappeared into the evening mist. Katria returned to her village, her heart light and her spirit invigorated by the day's enchantment. She never forgot the lesson Veronica taught her, and every spring, she visited the glade, her heart full of awe and gratitude for the magic of life. Another story awaits to soothe your heart. Lily and Flower, a heartfelt journey. This story is about Lily and Flower's deep bond and their mission to bring harmony to the forest. Lily, a kind-hearted girl with a love for nature, was walking through the forest near her home when she discovered a hidden path. As she followed the path, the trees seemed to whisper secrets of old times. Suddenly she found a clearing filled with flowers that sparkled as if touched by magic. Among them stood a harmonious being named Flower, radiating a gentle light. Flower greeted Lily with a warm smile, and in that moment, Lily felt a deep connection as if they had been friends for eternity. Flower introduced herself and spoke of her purpose to maintain the balance and harmony of nature. Lily, enchanted by Flower's serene presence, promised to help in any way she could. The two spent the days planting flowers, tending to animals, and ensuring the forest thrived. As they worked side by side, Lily learned the ancient wisdom of nature, while Flower found joy in Lily's pure heart. One day, Flower took Lily to a hidden glade where an ancient tree stood tall. If a tree possessed knowledge beyond imagination, and under its branches, Lily discovered her unique ability to communicate with all living beings. Flower and Lily became inseparable, their bond growing stronger as they nurtured the forest. The forest flourished under their care, becoming a sanctuary of peace and love. Every night, as the stars twinkled overhead, Lily whispered her dreams to Flower, who would weave tales of hope and kindness. One evening, Flower told Lily about a time when the world was united in harmony, and how they were chosen to restore that peace. Lily's eyes sparkled with determination as she vowed to protect and cherish every part of the forest. The deeper their connection grew, the more their surroundings thrived. Flowers bloomed more brightly, and the animals lived in joyful harmony. In Flower, Lily found an eternal friend, and for Lily, Flower experienced the beauty of a kind human heart. Their journey together was a testament to the power of friendship, love, and unwavering dedication to a greater good. As the seasons changed and years went by, Lily and Flower's tale became a legend whispered among the rustling leaves and singing birds, reminding all that true harmony is born from love and unity. Our next tale awaits to bring you calm. Kawaii and Iris, the winter spirit's gifts. This story is about a girl named Kawaii and her magical friendship with a winter spirit named Iris, who brings warmth and joy to a small village blanketed in snow. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by snow-capped mountains, lived a girl named Kawaii. She had golden hair that flowed like wheat in the summer wind, and eyes that sparkled brighter than the morning sun. Their village was a place where winter ruled majestically, painting the huts and trees with a blanket of white. Every morning, the villagers would wake up to the pristine beauty of snowflakes dancing in the soft light. Despite the cold, it never dampened Kawaii's spirit, for she had a special friend named Iris. Iris was not an ordinary friend. She was the winter spirit, a gentle and wise entity who brought snow to the valleys and chills to the rivers. Iris had hair as white as snow and eyes as blue as the glacier waters. She would visit Katweya whenever the moon was full, creating magical moments that warmed the coldest of nights. One such evening, as the full moon illuminated the village, Iris appeared in a shimmer of icy sparkles. Katweya, would you like to join me on a journey tonight and day? She asked with a voice as soft as falling snow. Katweya nodded eagerly, bundling herself in furs. Together, they glided over the frosty fields and twinkling treetops. The village looked even more enchanting from above, with the moon casting a silvery glow over the landscape. Iris took Katweya's hand and whispered secrets of the winter that only a spirit could know. They stopped by a frozen lake, where the stars reflected in the ice like a sea of diamonds. Iris raised her hands, and from the ground, a beautiful sculpture of a winter bear emerged, made entirely of sparkling ice. "This is for you," said Iris, a symbol of our friendship and the strength of the winters we share. Kawaii heart swelled with warmth. She reached out, her fingers tracing the intricate details of the bear. "Iris. This I'll keep it with me always, think of it." They spent the night skating on the ice, laughing and sharing stories under the blanket of stars. When it was time to go back, Iris indulged Katweya in a frosty hug, and they glided back to the village. The morning light found Katweya clutching the icy bear sculpture, her heart filled with joy and gratitude. As she looked out over the village, she felt an unspoken promise in the air, a promise of more magical nights with her special friend, Iris the winter spirit. Until next time, sleep well and sweet dreams.